have all come together for this laudable initiative put together by Water Health International and Jaladhara Foundation. It is for their benefit. It is for the benefit of those who have been left out when we talk of how technology and development has reached over 6 billion people all over the globe. And to do it in India, what you are proposing to do elsewhere in the world, across continents, in Africa, Asia, South America, is truly commendable. This water, as we know in any language, is the elixir of life. And even the human body per se contains most of what we have is water. The planet Earth, primarily because oceans included, most part of what we have on this planet is water. The rest what is habitated by human beings, 6 billion plus. And you have come to a country which represents 17% of the world's population. 19% of the world's children live in India. But water is something where we are not endowed well or blessed well. It's Asia as a whole. When you look at South America, when you look at Russia, when you look at Canada, look at America, and look at Asia. And look at what the projections are for the threatened areas when it comes to availability of water, safe or otherwise, access to water. Asia is one of the poorest. So a country with 17% has only 4% of the fresh water reserves of the world. That's a matter of concern. And the way the populations are growing, the way the groundwater is getting depleted, well, that is what actually is being used most in this country. When you talk of access to safe drinking water, it's barely 60% of India's rural population because of the national mission, rural health mission, the water mission, the Nirbal Yojana, which has gone up to 94%, but it's not the piped water. That is where the groundwater depletion is, that's where the concerns are real, because we are dependent on that. 850 million Indians live in villages. That's more than the population of United States of America and Europe put together. That's the truth. 850 million need access to piped, safe, affordable water. Now 1.5 million is 1.5 million. But that is 1,500,000 children who have a right to live when they are born. And it's our duty as societies, as people, not only as governments, but as communities to see that those who are born are nurtured to live and not left to die. And that is where access to affordable, portable, safe drinking water becomes important. You also need to bring in the communities for water harvesting, to save water. As I said that we have only 4% of water, by 2050 India will be threatened, we will be on the borderline to become one of the water scarce countries. If we don't start recharging the underground aquifers, if we don't start water harvesting as a national mission, which we have, but that's where Water Health International, Jaldhara, Jacqueline, you and your colleagues and Ambassador Celeste and Vikas, you all have to do. I can only say that it's a daunting task. Collectively, it can be achieved. It can only be achieved. Communities, nations have achieved a lot, right from the first advent of the Industrial Revolution, the second, and now the waves of technologies which have changed the way the world is connected. the way the information flows at the press of a button and the capitals flow. You're living in a knowledge-led society. So knowledge and technology will be very important tools of this empowerment. Bringing in the technology, how to treat even the waste, the sewage, that is directly connected. And these are issues which are much larger for our country, for other countries similarly disadvantaged, who suffered the same fate and who were not beneficiaries of the first two waves of industrial revolutions and technology revolutions in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. We are the privileged ones, I myself, because we were born in a free India. We were born many years after India's independence. But we look at our future, and the future of any society, the real stakeholders are the children, the sons and daughters, and that is where we must dedicate our work to. I thank you.